It's Week 13 of the NFL, and we'll see Brandon Ayuk.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately, one touchdown pass. Break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
The numbers for Hill a week ago. 4 catches, 54 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hitchcock. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
Pulled in at the 24. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So here are the Commanders making their way out.
And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Daniels looking to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
On 1st and 10, here's Irvin.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
You talk about this Washington defense.
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. looking to throw. Hitchcock got his man complete over the middle. That's Reed. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This now a 3rd and 4. Here's Daniels.
And this one caught by Coates.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Throwing now is Daniels. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Checking on the numbers last week for Robinson.
Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Now 2nd and 9.
In motion is Coates.
To throw is Daniels.
His throw incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
To the air goes Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
And it's caught. Touchdown!
Brian Robinson Jr.
with career touchdown number 70.
And the Commanders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. A run up the middle with Irving. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hitchcock.
That is caught. Room to maneuver at the 35. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Ricky Pearsall.
68 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Now Daniels.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call. But for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
you were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Off the play fake, Daniels. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Play action, now it's Daniels.
This is caught, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. From 17 yards out.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Dolphins offense returning to the field.
These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game.
Here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff here to Irving.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hitchcock.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And he's very much alive in the race for most receiving yards by a wideout this year. Currently ranked 2nd in the NFL at this point in the season.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown.
A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Commanders have moved out in front.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Miami set to take over. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he's able to make the play.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
The Washington offense set to take over.
And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Hitchcock.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He finds his man Johnson. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
And this one is right through, and that'll bring them back within 4.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open. And
back to throw. Daniels. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. So we've reached halftime here in a 4.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. And the numbers will show he's been one of the most productive QBs in the league all season long, right up there among the leaders in passing yardage.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Now he's loose at the 40, and he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A huge play there for Washington.
45 yards.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 26-yard line.
They go play action. Daniels.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. Now he'll try to run with this.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Daniels. Over the middle, complete. It's Stevens. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw. Daniels.
Got a man. That's IU.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Off play action. Daniels.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Commanders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback ready to go once more.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down.
2nd and 3. Again, it's Johnson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37.
15 yards there on the catch and run.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll go over. And a loose football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the fumble recovery, Daniels.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
A give to Robinson on the option.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Daniels looking to throw. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Daniels.
And this one caught by Coates. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Still first down.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Stevens.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Daniels.
Brought in by Coates. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Back now in Miami.
It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Let's go.
And he's going to use his legs here.
Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very... rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first down, Stevens.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
2nd down and 8. Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Daniels.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by DeMarvie and Overshone. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
Now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll look to throw now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
They run out of the gun with Irvin.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hitchcock.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Boy, so another. Feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed.
6 DBs on the field for Washington on 3rd down.
Looking to throw.
Hitchcock. That is caught.
Touchdown, Dolphins. Jaden Reed. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. 2nd down and 4.
And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson.
And he will have a Commanders first down, and that should just about do it. Robinson up the middle.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Holding. Offense.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
On 3rd down, it's Stevens. Runs over him.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Daniel's going to throw for it.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Without question.